Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is proudly presented by Chase Sapphire. Welcome to a balmy Grand Rapids, Michigan. When we went to serve and pass this morning, it was -5. It's up to 23. Holly McPeak doesn't even need a jacket. We're set to go. The Omaha Supernovas versus the Grand Rapids Rise, and it has been a very, very interesting start to the 2026 season. You never know what's going to happen in an afternoon or evening around Major League Volleyball. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Paul Sunderland, joined once again by my Hall of Fame partner with a wonderful coat, Holly McPeak. And Holly, your thoughts on the opening first month of the 2026 season? What surprised you?
Paul, we've seen so much parity. Every night, anybody can win, and I love the depth. We're seeing coaches use their entire bench, and it's been a really fun season to follow.
Indy has gotten off to a very good start. The expansion Dallas Pulse behind Mimi Collier have been really, really solid. And then the top two teams in terms of pick to win the league, Orlando and Omaha, trailing just a little bit now, makes every match, every time out crucial. Let's talk about Omaha, the champions back in 2024. They've got some familiar faces, but what have they learned, importantly, through the first 6 or 7 matches?
Omaha's depended too much on their left side. Reagan Cooper and Brooke Nunaville have been fantastic, but Omaha Supernovas need to get better production from the right side, and that comes down to Emily Londot or Merritt Beeson. They've been good defensively, but they need more consistent kill percentage from that right side pin to really stress out the defense on the other side of it.
And as evidenced by how balanced the league is, although San Diego is 1-5, they went right down to the wire at Omaha, 21-19 in the 5th set just a couple of days ago. And for Grand Rapids, unfortunately, they're going to be a little bit shorthanded, but they too need to find some more production, particularly out of the middle.
You're right, Grand Rapids has been left side heavy as well, but they have 2 middles that are in the top 10 in the MLV in kill percentage. When you can put up those kind of numbers, you want to use them more, especially in transition. Watch for Grand Rapids to get their middles going more often and early.
Grand Rapids comes in with a record of 2-3. You saw that on the standings, and a good crowd still filing in as we take a look at the Rise starting lineups. Paige Briggs-Romine, the league player of the week. Tremendous all-around volleyball player. Ramat Halasan, you've talked about, Ine out of Romania. On the right side, Mayfield will get the start. Allison Mayfield, veteran player. She will be in the stead of Carly Schneider-Meyer in the middle. Wonderful setter, Sage Ka'aina-Torres, and Elena Ogilvy will be at the libero, currently leading the league in digs. Now let's take a look at Omaha, again coming off that 5-set win. Brooke Nunaville certainly in the running for the MVP. On a banjo, Beeson on the right side, and then Cooper, Reinhardt, Sydney Hilly, setter of the year, and Morgan Hentz will be at the libero.
Looks like Emily Londot will get the start at the right side for the Omaha Supernovas tonight.
Both of them split time in that long 5-set match. Neither of them, to your point, particularly consistent point scoring off the right.
They've been very good defensively on the right side of the court, but they need kills from that right side.
There is Emily Londot, the second leading scorer all time during her magnificent career for the Buckeyes at Ohio State. It actually was a beautiful day here today in Grand Rapids. We were coming from Los Angeles, where we're having summer in January into February. It was 80 degrees a couple of days ago. Holly was walking on the beach in front of her magnificent Manhattan Beach locale, and we're underway. Best 3 out of 5 sets. Reinhardt coming off a career high. We'll get you her numbers in just a moment. Ine. And Reagan Cooper, very, very nice swing. Reagan Cooper not really in the mix in the early going for Lucas Slabe in his first year as the head coach of Omaha, but now putting up big numbers.
Slabe told us, look, Reagan Cooper had to work hard in practice and earn this opportunity, and once she got it, she really seized it.
23 kills on 58 swings against San Diego. Oh, nice dig by Nunaville, and that was a rip by Mayfield. Good cover by Anabanjo. Oh, you got to keep that ball on your side of the net. And Toyosi Anabanjo, very smart, aggressive play on the overdig.
Anabanjo is quick off the floor, and she will take advantage of anything tight to the net and put it down quickly.
There is Kiara Reinhardt out of Creighton University, 6'3" rookie, number 3 overall pick. Excuse me, number 8 overall pick. Timing not quite there and blocked on the sideline. So a good quick start for Reinhardt and Omaha. And back to Reinhardt. 18 of 25 low air, hit 640 against San Diego, which is crazy town.
And Reinhardt's been fantastic from the service line for Omaha.
Working on Ogilvy, that was good and deep. Couple of quick plays at the top of the net, that time by Emily Londot, tapping that ball straight down.
Grand Rapids needs to stay aggressive. We're early in this match. You don't want to start tipping right now. You want to establish aggressive swings.
For Londot, her second year with the Supernovas. They lost in the semifinals last season. Perfect pass by Paige Briggs-Romine just when they needed a dime to get out of that early trouble.
Grand Rapids, Sage Kahina-Torres does a really nice job because of the perfect pass, spreading that offense to the right side. Watch her go backside, and this is a one-on-one opportunity for Enna.
Briggs-Romine will return the favor. Got to keep that ball on your side of the net. These athletes at this level know exactly what to do if you're vulnerable on the overpass.
And the service pressure is what creates those kind of point opportunities.
11th year as a pro for Mayfield, once again filling in for the all-star Carly Snyder, who carries a huge load. Good set to the outside, looking for a touch, and did not get it. That's number 13, Briggs-Romine, missing that ball out of bounds. Each team does get one challenge, and touch off the block or lack thereof is something that you can review. There is number 27, Londot. 2.3 kills, and you mentioned it, playing defense, 2.5 digs. Really good pass. Ramat Al-Hassan. And if you listen to Holly McPeak, that's exactly what that team needs to do if you're Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids, when they can pass, will get Ramat Al-Hassan going. She can get those one-on-one opportunities and really hold that middle blocker on the other side of the net. Anna Banjo just a little bit late to block that ball. Hassan
has played in Italy and in Japan previously after a fantastic career, SEC Player of the Year at Florida. Good read by Leah Meyer. And Meyer trying on the cover, but can't get that done. And another stuff block here, tight play at the net for Omaha.
Reagan Cooper of Omaha Supernovas stepped inside to help block that back row attack, and it paid off for Omaha.
Since getting into the starting lineup, Cooper 23 of 58 against San Diego, but hitting .355. And she was not in the mix the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. Nunaviller looking high flat. Nice dig in the backcourt by Mayfield. And Briggs-Romine loves the line.
Beautiful feed from Sage Kahina-Torres. And then Paige Briggs-Romine, she's so rangy down that line. She loves the angle. But watch her get her feet to this ball and quick ball right down that line outside the blocker.
We're going to be calling her name and Brooke Nunaviller an awful lot. Emily Londot. How do you choose, if you're Lucas Labbe, between Londot and Merritt Beeson?
If you compare stats between Beeson and Londot, Londot's offensive numbers are better. Merritt Beeson's a very good server, very good back row player, but it comes down to offense. Can you score on the right side?
Very nice reception. Meyer will be credited with the kill. That was a net violation against the Supernovas.
Watch Grand Rapids attack Reagan Cooper in the middle of the court for Omaha.
When Paige Briggs-Romine won the award for Major League Volleyball Player of the Week, had a fantastic series, particularly against San Diego. 20 kills, nearly 20 digs. Very nice offense. Mayfield, very, very good experience coming off the bench for Kathy George, now in her 3rd year, leading the way for Grand Rapids into the championship against these same Supernovas in 2024.
Allison Mayfield, strong passer, and she shows she's got range and power in that angle.
Not much of an attempt there. If you're going to miss, you don't want to miss into the net. Good start for both of these teams. First it was Omaha, now Grand Rapids has responded, just underway here in frigid Grand Rapids.
Madam Marble, the wizard. Nessa Rose, Bach, and I'm stuffing Glinda, Alphaba, Zero. And honestly, that's all I know. Glinda, Alphaba, Bach. Oh, this is really bad. stops a secondary too.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Franklin Sports, the official ball of MLV.
Just coming out of the first technical timeout, we'll have one when a team reaches 8, team reaches 16. Also 2 team timeouts per squad. Yep, you're going to need those ear covers. Reminds me of my grandson Ozzy at the Foo Fighters. Very familiar, minus the binky, if you will.
he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a little too old for that now. All right, coming out of the timeout here is Sydney Hilly. Number 1 in the league in assists, 11.5 at San Diego, 62 assists and 14 digs. Setter of the year last year, leading the Indy Ignite to the championship, and then comes back to Omaha, where she was MVP of the championship match 2 years ago. Oh, that's a good save by Jensen. Kaina Torres getting to that ball, but well off the net.
Definitely. That first contact needs to be pushed to the net and more on the right side so Sage Kaina Torres can run her other hitters.
Working on Hansen to good effect. And we were surprised when you look at the numbers. Brooke Nuneviller, as far as receivers, 59% good or positive. That's exceptional. Very, very good. But Morgan Head struggling a little bit in first contact at 47%. Not good enough for a libero. Nuneviller. Oh, that's a tough chance. Mayfield just a little bit late, broke out the left hand, tried to recycle the point.
Yeah, you have to get your feet to that ball, recycle it so your teammates can pick that up. That's a missed opportunity. And you have to recognize that if you're on Grand Rapids to try and pick that up.
Good read that time. Defensively sliding in. That was Hilly who got that. Reagan Cooper looks really comfortable hitting off the left side. Perfect location by Inna, out of the back row. Nuneviller with the dig. Cooper again smartly over the top of the block. She is rangy, 6'2", but plays higher and longer.
Reagan Cooper plays high, and I like the way she uses her hand on the ball. She cuts it off in all different places, which makes it tough to stop defensively.
Both teams passing the ball pretty efficiently. Good slow down and block touch. Back row, quick combination. Inna cannot make the play, and that is Nuneviller with the kill.
Brooke Nuneviller is so good attacking that right back defender. She gives that right back defender fits on whatever team is across the net from her.
The outside hitter of the year in Major League Volleyball in 2025. Number 1 so far in the league in kills per set. Number 1 in points. Londot. Magnificent swing deep into area 1.
I love that location from Londot. Not only did it have pace, but deep to the corner. There's no defense protecting that.
Boy, right now, Omaha is really, really efficient at the offensive end, way ahead of Grand Rapids, and that puts an end to a 4-0 run. 12-8 is the advantage. Make it now 12-9 after the service error. Kaina Torres, tough serve, working on Hentz, a national champion at Texas back in 2022, and also a member of the U.S. national team last summer. We can't call them the Olympic team under Eric Sullivan because the United States automatically qualifies. In all the team sports, if you didn't know that, if you go to the expense to host the Olympics, in every team sport, you automatically qualify and participate. Oh, that's going to be a net violation. I thought Mayfield, I saw Allison Mayfield shoulder into the net after the ball was done.
I did as well.
So we're going to have our first challenge. You can challenge net violation, touch off the block, foot faults.
Grand
on the
Rapids
3-meter line.
is challenging no net touch.
Okay, there you heard it. You can challenge 3-meter line, center line, also on the M line, 4 contacts, ball in the plane, or on the pancake ball up or down. And you only get 1 challenge, importantly, in Major League Volleyball this year, as opposed to 2 in previous seasons.
It makes you think twice. It makes certain that you have a good challenge.
Omaha, interesting start to their season. Wins over San Diego and Columbus, and then lost 3 in a row at home. Atlanta, Orlando, and then they won at Columbus, and the big win, and then lost, and then a big win at Indy, and then again San Diego. But that 3-match losing streak, and when we spoke this morning before serve and pass with head coach Lucas Labe, he said, we love our crowd. I mean, they had over 11,000 the other night against San Diego, but it also fires up the other team.
Oh, absolutely. You go into that arena at CHI in Omaha, and you get to play in front of a huge crowd.
We called the net on Grand Rapids.
Oh.
There was a simultaneous net fault resulting in a replay.
Okay, we're going to we had another replay in and very good call, I thought, good interpretation. So we had simultaneous nets against Londot and on the outside to Mayfield. So we're going to replay the point. 13-9 is the advantage. Boy, right now, Omaha hitting .421. You're going to win a lot of matches that way. So here is Reinhardt hitting .444 so far on the season. Kayla Caffey from San Diego is leading the way. 3rd best so far in Major League Volleyball. And you mentioned putting on some good service pressure. 5 aces last year at Creighton. She hit .447. That ball, that's not a good set. Mayfield was in trouble. Transition opportunity. Ka'ina Torres taken out of the play. Chance again in system. Anabanjo, who doesn't get a lot of opportunities. That's really important, and you pointed it out, more production right side middle for both of these teams.
Slabe told us, look, we want to get our middle setter connection going, and that's an area we can really develop along with our right side offense.
5 sets. Anabanjo only took 6 swings in the win over San Diego. Hassan, nice dig by Hilly, and deflected just out of bounds.
Al Hassan is up high, and she can get on that ball quickly. You just have to get that ball high enough for her to get on top of.
Getting it high enough is a challenge. Ramat Al Hassan, the only college volleyball player at the time I had ever heard of that touched over 11 feet. Londot looks very comfortable right on the sideline. Boy, she is hitting some tough spots.
Emily Londot is one of those rangy attackers on the right side. She's got a big arm. That really helps at this level to score it when you're moving the ball around. That was line. We saw deep corner cross kill.
Londot now 4 of 6, no errors. Good in reception. Her counterpart is dug down the line. Referee stand is in the way. I can't tell who in the heck made that spectacular dig in the left back. Help me out, Holly McCreek.
Morgan Hens.
Thank you, thank you. Into Hentzville. Don't hit the ball to Hentzville.
All right, fans, it's time for the Alpha and Glenda wave cam. When you find yourself on a video.
Here's the swing from Anna Hens getting under it, giving them another chance to win the point.
There we go.
Yeah, this is for some reason this is not a great spot. Thanks for getting that in, guys. Yeah. Oh, let's.
There's Dan. That way, Dan.
The Omaha Supernovas coming in with a record of 3-4. Solid in every phase right now, Holly, but look at the difference in the offensive numbers.
Grand Rapids hitting .038 compared to Omaha hitting .435. Grand Rapids are not passing the ball well enough. There are too many medium passes where Sage Kahaina-Torres is running balls down to just keep them in play.
Omaha on the year, second in the league to only Dallas in terms of hitting efficiency. I'll give you those numbers in a moment. That ball sprayed out of bounds. On the season, Omaha hitting .241. They're hitting .435. The difference there is like the difference between the weather in LA, which is Omaha, red hot, as opposed to Grand Rapids where it's still freezing.
Good point.
Into the 20s, though, at walking over, everybody was saying it was really nice outside, given the way it's been the last couple of weeks. Good read by Ogilvy. Ine over the top of the block and down. Elizabeth Ine, the veteran out of Romania.
Ina's got that range and that experience moving the ball around the court. She can be more terminal as well for Grand Rapids, taking some pressure off the left side. And of course, if Grand Rapids can pass the ball better, they can get their middles going.
Addie Bray wearing number 20, 6'2" middle blocker. Rookie out of Marquette coming in as a serving sub. On a banjo on the slide.
On the banjo, number 21 for Omaha is so quick. Quick off the floor, quick with her arm, and that's why she's in the lineup for Omaha. Look at that arm swing down the line. That's fantastic.
Natalia Valentin Anderson was a fantastic setter last year, but Sydney Hilly at 6 feet, a little better blocker. Well, they're both outstanding. Hilly is really elite. Better set. Oh, look at Londot dig her position. That was a tough one. That's going to be a net violation. Right away, Brooke Nunneveller wearing number 5 in white, knowing that she had made contact with the equipment.
Grand Rapids has to get away from the tipping. You've got Hentz and Nunneveller in the back row for Omaha. Not a lot of tips are going to drop with them in the back row.
Lauren Jardine Clark, double sub coming on now.
Serve, Cam Turner.
Including number 22, Cameron Turner. Second year in Grand Rapids, 2023, the Big 12 setter of the year. Nunneveller able to throw that ball down the line, takes 12 swings per set. That's tough to keep up. I know she's an ugly kid and a really good athlete, but that's a big load over the 28-match season.
It certainly is, and as Brooke Nunneveller continues to carry that big load, both offensively and defensively, the rest of the team can help by getting more offensive productions in other places to take that pressure off her.
Took 73 swings in the 5-set win over San Diego. Nice rhythm to that, and well left out of bounds by Grand Rapids and Mayfield.
Paige Briggs-Romine is so good when the ball is set quick to that pin, allows her to work off the block.
Briggs-Romine now 2 of 6 so far. Does have one hitting error. An error in volleyball statistics, either hit a ball out of bounds or get blocked for a point. Good pass by Cooper. That's really positive for Omaha, and the throw down by Nunneveller.
That's a ball that Lauren Jardine Clark should block. She's so physical at the net. Anytime you're playing a player like Brooke Nunneveller, you have to be disciplined. Quick hands over the net. You can't just be hands up there to tool.
Should Grand Rapids be targeting Reagan Cooper much more regularly in serve receive?
Grand Rapids talked about yo-yoing them on the serve, and yes, going more balls at Reagan Cooper, who statistically is the weakest passer out there.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie. I'll give those to you in a moment, but there's the overpass. Good read by Cooper. Reagan Cooper, good or perfect, meaning you have 2, if not 3 choices as the setter. She's only at 26%, as opposed to, as we pointed out, Nunneveller at 59. Makes a huge difference in how the match unfolds. Here's Meyer again. Cooper, very serviceable, and good rhythm Nuneviller likes to play fast, doesn't she?
Brooke Nuneviller benefits from that fast offense. She doesn't have the biggest arm in the league, but she is so crafty, has all the tools to work through the seam of the block, and you can see there's room to swing versus that Grand Rapids block.
Free ball coming to the Supernovas. Middle no, right side. Really good read and delivery by Sydney Hilly.
Sydney Hilly's delivery to the right side for Omaha Supernovas has been really good so far today.
What is Hilly looking at? You are an All-American and NCAA championship setter. Is she sensing where the middle blocker is?
Definitely. You have that peripheral vision to see what they're doing on the other side of the net. And then you also are looking for matchups. Who do you want your hitters attacking against? Trying to create one-on-one opportunities as well.
A red-hot start for Omaha, and a straight down crank that time by Emily Landot as we have a timeout. Big lead opening set, but back and forth we go. Grand Rapids has tested the top teams in the league. They will not go away. I want to remind you, Friday at 10 Eastern, CBS Sports Network serves up more Major League Volleyball as the Columbus Fury take on the San Diego Mojo, who pushed Omaha right to the limit the other night before 11,608. 21-19 in the fifth set. It's going to be San Diego and Columbus has certainly come out. You know, Columbus was not a strong team last year. Angel Perez, who's been the coach there for a couple of seasons, will tell you exactly the same. They too are very, very dangerous every night out. Just asked Atlanta. Columbus went down to Atlanta and won on opening night.
Raina Terry is one of the best offensive players in the league, and then you've got Flor Marie as well out of Miami putting up some big numbers when she's healthy for Columbus.
And not healthy right now. We'll have to check on that. Hopefully she'll be back in the lineup. Jardine Clark is done. Hassan. Oh, wonderful cover by Turner. And much needed stand with it. Mayfield through the block and down.
Kiara Reinhardt making some really nice defensive reads at the net. She's so disciplined with her hand press blocking for Omaha.
Aina Torres coming back on, the double sub unwound. Look, Omaha's going to win this opening set, but what can Grand Rapids accomplish down the stretch?
Get some momentum on your side of the net, and that's staying aggressive, getting some hitters going. Obviously picking up your service pressure. That's going to help slow down this red-hot Omaha offense.
Tell you, the first contact right now for Omaha is elite, whether it be in a rally off a block deflection or serve receive. Sydney Hilly just walking up there and taking a look around.
And that's when a setter can have a lot of fun getting all her hitters involved. Good first contact by Hentz, and then fastball out to the pin allows Cooper to go fast.
Set points now for Omaha, and that ball just out of bounds. Reagan Cooper off to a good start, 4 of 7. Omaha not affected by the cold, hitting just under 500. Set point number 2. A rare errant pass. Good swing by Cooper to recycle. Hilly out of the play, Hentz will step in. Very good transition set. Briggs Romine once again. Spectacular shot down the line.
That is such a tough set for Paige Briggs Romine. That set was coming from way off the net. Look at this ball, bump set by Mayfield, and to carve that ball down the line is not easy for Paige Briggs Romine.
Third set point, wow. Reagan Cooper, what a talent. And once again, she was not necessarily in the mix. Sarah Parsons, along with Nora Sis-Tabrak, were ahead of her on the depth chart. And she is coming off a spectacular night, Ollie McPeak, and continuing that on the road against Grand Rapids. Opening set goes comfortably to the Supernovas.
20 years, affordable limousine has served West Michigan and beyond. Built on luxury, professionalism, and trust. With more than 100,000 trips and 2 million happy passengers, that same proven team is expanding. Introducing Affinity Coach, our new commercial transportation brand, designed for corporate travel, schools, shuttles, and charter groups of every size. From executive cars to full-size coaches, we deliver safety-first service, professional drivers, and modern vehicles. Your journey, our drive.
All right, fans, turn your attention to courtside as Noah has some friends. Take it away, Noah.
How's it going, Van Andel Arena? I'm down here on the court, and we're going to be playing our Witch's Hat Ring Toss Challenge. We've got two teams. On the green team, we've got Nora and Ella. And on the pink team, we've got Annabelle and Hannah. We're going to have 25 seconds to get as many rings onto the Witch's Hat. The team with the most is going to go home with the Grand Rapids Rise prize. Friends, you guys ready? Van Andel, you guys ready? Then let's get this party started in 3, 2, 1, go! And it's neck and neck. Who's gonna win? Van Andel, make some noise! 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we've got 3 for Team Green. And we've got 3 for Team Pink, which means we're going to our classic tie-breaking challenge. Today, we're having wicked fun here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're all winners. Van Andel, make some noise.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Chase Sapphire. Beautiful, clear Sunday afternoon in this whole area, like much of the East Coast and even into the Southeast in North and South Carolina to Tennessee have really been struggling with weather and ice storms and bitter cold. When I flew in last night, it was 3 degrees. Then it was -5 this morning when we walked over to serve and pass. Talk to us about the distribution.
Sydney Hilly, the setter for the Omaha Supernovas, is distributing a really nice offense. Yes, still 46% to the left, but more kills from London on the right, 31%, and getting her middles going, 23% on a banjo, getting more opportunities in Reinhardt as well.
And exactly as you described, and you know, Omaha doesn't want to absolutely just be dominant on the left side, although Reagan Cooper looks really outstanding. Her kill percentage and efficiency very high since moving into the starting lineup for the 3rd straight match. Not a good first contact by by Reinhardt. I was just about to say Sarah Parsons, who spent 8 years overseas before coming back to Major League Volleyball. First week out, she was League Player of the Week, and now she's been backing up Reagan Cooper.
Reagan Cooper got an opportunity and was really taken over, put up some incredible numbers. She's passing, but it's the scoring on the left side where she's really excelled.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that play. Our first referee, Michelle Prater, just said, "Morgan, I am so sorry. That was an inadvertent whistle." And I don't blame Michelle for blowing the whistle because that was an absolutely impossible get.
Morgan heads.
Watch this.
Just watch this effort. Off the take, and then the left-hand control to bring it back. It was incredible.
I can't tell you what Brooke Nuneviller said to Morgan Hentz. It'd be a violation of the FTC. FCC. I've got my organizations mixed up. Wow, what a play. Reminiscent of Elena Scott the other night for Indiana.
Definitely.
Good cover by Inna, but a little bit unlucky on the Grand Rapids side. Boy, we got to save that. That was an unbelievable, way into the suburbs of Hentzville.
her real estate empire is growing.
Opening set won easily by Omaha, 25-18. Tough serve, well handled. Absolutely magnificent reception by Ogilvy.
Sage Kahina-Torres setting the middle. We've got Alyssa Jensen in there, number 17, who's long, really good blocker, but shows she's got a whip of an arm. Beautiful kill out of the middle of the court.
We're handed a note by our wonderful statistical crew. 2 kills, no blocks for the middles for Grand Rapids in the opening set. So bring in Jensen, who's sitting 358 so far on the season.
Jensen might have a more powerful arm, very good blocker defensively too for Grand Rapids. I like that change.
Shank pass there, working on Mayfield once again in the lineup for Carly Snyder. Not only do you lose 3.4 kills per set, but Snyder passes at 57% positive.
Carly Snyder's the backbone of this Grand Rapids team, so they're really struggling in first contact, and Omaha's turning up the heat from the service line as well.
Snyder and Grand Rapids don't play again after this afternoon's match. Al-Hassan backing up Jensen, but just to finish the note on All-Star Carly Snyder, talked to her at serve and pass before the contest earlier today, and just can't tell you what's going on, but I hope to be playing Friday, and we hope she's back in the lineup as well. The All-American out of the University of Florida. Nunaville throwing the ball around a lot. Smart diversity to the offense.
Brooke Nunaville, I talked about it earlier. She loves to attack that right back defender. If you cheat in, then she goes deep, and the middle back trying to cover that deep ball.
Nunaville are now 5 of 10. Grand Rapids got to do a better job. If she's moving it around like that, look at Hintz again. Gave her team another chance keeping the ball off the floor. Spent a lot of time in the starting lineup for the U.S. Olympic team this past summer.
Grand Rapids got their middle going early, and that frees up a one-on-one opportunity, but Hintz keeps it alive, and that turned out to be the difference for Omaha.
Good contact by Cooper. Ball set a little bit behind Anabanjo, but she goes and gets it.
That's a ball that can't drop for Grand Rapids. Right in the middle of the court, bunch of Grand Rapids players looking at that ball. Someone's got to throw their body on the floor.
100% Kathy George, who stands near the sideline, but got out on the court. Come on, ladies, we got to get that ball up. Nunaville going high hands. Good read in the backcourt by Mayfield. And that ball is killed. All of the heat that has been brought up off the floor, and then that goes down. Smartly done. Maybe notice quickly, and I want to ask you about it, Holly. Elena Ogilvy is wearing a
Q collar. She had some concussion issues early in the season, and we've seen a lot of players who've had repetitive concussion issues and been in protocol go to that Q collar to protect their brains. I really think it's going to be a trend across the country. We saw it at the NCAA level as well.
When we had Grand Rapids right at the beginning of the season, we weren't sure we were going to see Ogilvy because of that concussion issue. Nunaville, one hitting error out into the antenna, and then this time stuffed.
Sage Kahina-Torres for the Grand Rapids Rise, really disciplined with her hands over the net, and that's how you have to play against Brooke Nunaville, or she'll sneak it through you all night long.
3-0 run. Cooper good in reception. Good hustle by Nunaville. Oh, big block. Toyasi Anabanjo started her college career at Iowa, finished up for the Jayhawks.
Anabanjo so quick getting out and closing, but it's her left hand that takes that angle away from Allison Mayfield.
Back row combination, dug by Londa. Kind of an overachiever, I think, at the defensive end on the right side. Quality contact. Emily Londa, a couple of very good, it's so subtle, it's something small, but she passed that block deflection right on target. First technical timeout. Grand Rapids trying to get on the board, but trailing once again to the Supernovas by 2.
To learn how you can become a Rise season ticket member, visit the sales table on the concourse. Now we ask, who wants a free volleyball? Get on your feet and make some noise as we're launching out volleyballs courtesy of our friends at SMA Sports.
Emily Londot out of Ohio State got the call to start on the right side where you said Omaha needed more production, and they're getting it offensively and defensively.
Emily Londot's done a fantastic job. She's been moving it around the court really well, back row and front row, and setting up a solid block. She's 7 for 14, hitting 500. Watch the variety of attacks, hard down that line and then sharp into that angle and cross court as well, and that's been paying off for Omaha. She's hitting 500 already early in this match.
And has used all of the court. Remember that magnificent shot to the deep court, cross court, area 1, and then a couple of really successful, accurate shots down the line. Tough to defend with that kind of variety and range. Onabenjo coming out of the timeout and misses that one badly into the net. Opening set, once again, it was all Omaha, hit almost 500. Grand Rapids was struggling at the offensive end, in spite of the fact that their passing was pretty darn good. We'll look at those numbers. A serve was at Briggs Romine working in front of Cooper.
Ramat Al-Hassan, fantastic hand contact. She never serves the ball that deep, doesn't have a big, powerful arm, but that ball just dropped off the end of the table.
Good response by Cooper. Dug right on target. Ball control is still such a premium at the defensive end or in first contact.
Those are the types of plays that Grand Rapids does regularly. They turn digs into kills. It starts with Ramat Al-Hassan and then fastball out to the pin where Mayfield's able to score.
There's a little of the yo-yo serving. Short, long. Good deep shot by Mayfield. Coach Slabe was not happy with that first contact. Hustle by Hilly and will not be kept alive. Good effort on both sides. This is the best run right now for Grand Rapids.
The first contact after the dig from Al-Hassan, Anna had a chance and didn't pass the ball well, but Sejka Haina Torres able to get them back in system.
Everybody clap your hands.
Grand Rapids comes in with a record of 2-3. Omaha picked to finish second by the coaches and the media before the season. Now 3-4. The 2026 season. Every night is anybody's night. Dug again by Hintz, and well left by Enna.
Well left by a centimeter.
2
wow,
centimeters.
okay, 2 centimeters. I don't know if I would have let that one drop. Too close.
Good communication. Players were talking to her.
And another kill out of the middle for Grand Rapids. Alyssa Jensen's been a spark plug in the middle at number 17 for Grand Rapids.
I don't know how you do it as an attacker, but I'll tell you, Grand Rapids has got to get the ball away from Morgan Hintz. She is red hot right now with her reads and ball control at the defensive end. Another very good pass. And Morgan Hintz, that was a rocket, and she still was there to get it.
She touched it but couldn't control it. Elizabeth Enna turns that ball down the line. Most teams want to hit away from Hintz, but look at the challenge. Gets Hintz low.
12-10 in the second set, and Morgan Hintz, after a perfect pass, already has 10 digs. 10 digs already for the outstanding libero for Omaha. A rare miss by Kiara Reinhardt.
Yeah, Kiara Reinhardt tried to do too much with that ball. Omaha trying to get the middles going
13-10 timeout called by Lucas Slabe. I want to remind you, tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, catch some women's basketball hoops action as Boston University and Holy Cross go head-to-head right here on CBS Sports Network. Back with Hall of Famer Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. Thanks so much for joining us. Indy and Dallas atop the standings. Atlanta been a little bit hard to figure out. They were certainly one of the favorites, and we like their lineup a lot, but it just shows the depth of this league. You miss somebody has to sit out, somebody else just plugs right in. Mimi Collier, the #1 overall pick out of Wisconsin, off to a fantastic start to her professional career.
Sophia Maldonado Diaz.
Maldonado Diaz.
Dallas has been really impressive as well, but I think after the draft, the talent level and depth across the league has just really been improved. It's fun to watch.
Mia Tuaninga is doing a very, very good job setting at Indy. Valentine Anderson also as well in Dallas. Here is Mayfield. Reinhardt is dug. Love that spread. Ene is slowed. Torres does a wonderful job spreading it from pin to pin.
Sage Kahaina Torres has been running around a lot because Grand Rapids hasn't been passing that ball well, but I like her decision making, getting those middles involved and then spreading the offense after establishing the middles.
7-1 scoring run. Smart swing to recycle. And not going to go down against Hens. 11 digs already. Briggs Romine loves the sideline. Really good response in this second set by Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids setter Sage Kahaina Torres is delaying her release a little bit, and it's holding the middle blocker. That allows Paige Briggs Romine to have more space to swing down that line.
Shampoo at Orlando does that an awful lot too.
At an exceptional level, and I'm seeing it from Sage Kahaina Torres for Grand Rapids tonight.
Emily Londot continues her very, very good start. Again, killing the ball off the right side. You talked about it, Holly, and you nailed it. Merritt Beeson or Emily Londot off the right. This is a big plus right now, even though they're trailing in this second set, to balance that offense. Another exceptional pass, and Alyssa Jensen at 6'4" needed all of it to go up in the elevator and tap that ball to the floor. Second technical timeout. Grand Rapids trying to even this match at a set apiece.
Ready? Toss, toss. Toss. That's a choice.
All right, fans, let's see your best toss, as it's time for the toss cam.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Chase Sapphire. Biggest difference you're seeing so far, Holly? Opening set, it was all Omaha. I wouldn't say it's all Grand Rapids, but certainly they've turned this around.
Grand Rapids has got more offense going. They're passing better, and they're attacking from the service line, putting more pressure on Omaha. Omaha was just having their way offensively, passing the ball extremely well. Sage Kahaina Torres, the setter for Grand Rapids, has done a wonderful job really spreading the offense and putting pressure on Omaha.
Grand Rapids is hitting 290 here in the second set after hitting in the low 100s in the opener. Jensen, who started the second set, working down the line. Good pressure on Nuneviller. Cooper again. Really good blocking. Ramat Al-Hassan with the slow and then with the stuff.
When Omaha's a little off the net or out of sorts, that allows the Grand Rapids block to really key into where the ball's going.
Londot again. Outstanding swing and a beautiful delivery to the right side to Hilly. And you didn't think Sydney Hilly was particularly good overhead in some previous matches.
Sydney Hilly is a fantastic setter, but the other night I didn't think her delivery to the right side was as good as it can be. Much cleaner tonight, and now we've seen the double sub. Brooke Mosier coming in to serve the rookie out of Pitt, and Merritt Beeson in the front row for Omaha.
Tough serve. Backup setter at a wonderful late run to the national semifinals with the Pitt Panthers.
Brooke Mosier, what a season she had for Pitt. I love her role. This is not an easy role to come off the bench cold and bomb your serve.
And then moving it around. Good touch by Ogilvy. That was not easy. Quick left side, Romine. That was a tough chance for Ramat Al-Hassan. Has to play that. It just didn't come out.
The double sub paying off. Brooke Mosier with the serve, and then Merritt Beeson with the Omaha Supernova block.
Timeout for Grand Rapids for sure if they don't get out of this rotation. Cooper didn't do much with that overpass, and the ball drops. Absolute mandatory TO right now for Grand Rapids. Yep, there it is. I thought Coach George might let them work through it, but you just couldn't wait any longer, so you had to call a timeout. And nice little mini run here for Omaha to get back into this. Let's take a look at the team huddle now, brought to you by Spalding. Take us over to Grand Rapids side. They're pretty comfortable at the second TTO, 16-11.
Yes, Kathy George talking to her passing trio, making sure they're ready to pass. Brooke Mosier's serve. They need a good pass so Kahaina Torres can run the offense, hopefully get the middle going.
As far as their last contest, Grand Rapids lost to Orlando 3-0. But forget about that. 27-25, 28-26, 25-23. They were right there against a very good team. And for Omaha, went 5 sets, 21-19 on Friday night. And were down 8-3 in the 5th set before coming back.
For Grand Rapids, they hit 304 against Orlando and got swept. I mean, those are really good offensive numbers. But Orlando is just a little better.
Mosier again. That is a 4-0 run. Now for Mosier in particular. Boy, is she doing a good job. Look at Hintz. Morgan Hintz made that play and then apologized for digging it over the net. Wow. What a first couple of sets for the Libero out of Stanford. Both Liberos out of Stanford.
Brooke Mosier's going to stay in and set this offense.
Good pass. That makes life easier. Not good there. Big chance. Hintz again. Ramat Al-Hassan, fantastic. Boy, this is some really good volleyball on both sides.
Al-Hassan is so long defensively at the net. Her left hand really took that angle away from Cooper in that out-of-system play.
Morgan Hintz is just on fire, and you were a magnificent, and I don't throw that around lightly. You know I never say great.
I know you.
The broadcast rule. I got to talk to Tom Brady. He says great too often.
Agreed.
I'll talk to him. But Morgan Hintz has been absolutely phenomenal. What are the 2 or 3 keys to being a successful defender?
One, it's the way you read the game, right? Obviously, and then the never stop attitude. You can get any ball up. Morgan Hintz doesn't stop. She wants to affect this game, get under, lift it to keep her team in rally. She is phenomenal. But I think what makes her elite is the way that she reads the game, and she's in the right position.
And getting better all the time. I mean, for Eric Sullivan and the U.S. Olympic team, started a lot of matches, and there is no dearth of world-class liberos in the United States. Justine Wong-Arantes, Lexi Rodriguez, a serve in between Brooke Nuneviller and Reagan Cooper.
Anna with a beautiful line drive, line to line between Cooper and Nuneviller, and we're going to see a substitution for the Omaha Supernovas.
Well, this is part of the depth. I like this substitution. Slow things down. You're out of timeouts. Coach Slabe going to Sarah Parsons, the 8-year pro out of the University of Illinois. That's a good response. Anabanjo.
How about Brooke Mosier running that quick middle to Anabanjo, but it starts with that good pass from Reagan Cooper. Beautiful kill out of the middle for Omaha.
Boy, very unusual for Briggs Romine to miss a pass like that down the line. Well targeted by Cooper.
We're seeing a lot of line-to-line serving. Doesn't give the passer a lot of opportunity to cut off that angle.
Briggs Romine passing at 73%, good or positive. Another very good serve.
Wow.
Tagging the sideline is Elizabeth Enna.
Elizabeth Enna goes so deep and hard down that line, and she had a tiny sliver to attack and finds it open versus the Supernovas.
Morgan Hintz already with 13 digs. Who's ever doing the passing stats is a Grinch. That ball is down. Good selection by Merritt Beeson, who was showing her toughness earlier today. We were walking back from brunch. It was about 12 degrees by then, and she was out strolling around in a sweatshirt and shorts.
It was unbelievable. And you and I both had full winter coats, gloves.
No, you had, I don't own a full winter
well,
coat.
I did.
I did the best I could. That's a good swing by Beeson, high up into the hands.
Omaha Supernovas have been sparked, and Merritt Beeson, Brooke Mosier, a big part of that. See, Reinhardt put up a hand set, and then Beeson blasts through that block, staying aggressive offensively.
Oh, off of Anabanjo. Two middle blockers going at one another. Nicely done. Impressed with Ramad Al-Hassan, both offensively and defensively.
Al-Hassan's got that big window. She just needs to make sure to get on top of that ball with her hand. Sometimes she misses on top and gets side of the ball and hits it long, but has tremendous range offensively for Grand Rapids.
Sarah Parsons, number 11. Previously, Sarah Wilhite, the very proud mother of Ezra. Beautiful little boy who turned 1 on January 25th. Ramad Al-Hassan is 5 of 10, has 3 digs and 2 blocks. Here is Hilly. 6 kills and 2 blocks here in the second set. Torres, very, very smart play.
Sage Kahaina-Torres is having a big match, offensively, defensively. This is a tight pass to the net. She's established her middle, but throws it up right in the seam between the 2 blockers on second ball.
Wonderful deep serve. Parsons could not even control that overhand. And Kahaina-Torres will go back to the line to serve the first of several, make it 4 set points to even this at 1 apiece. Like we said, nothing taken for granted this year in Major League Volleyball. Free ball coming. Where will Kahaina-Torres go? Goes to the middle, dug again by hands. Over the top and down. Good off-speed read by Allison Mayfield to close it out for the Rise.
Fantastic turnaround for Grand Rapids after losing that first set and getting dominated. They really got going offensively and used a well-spread offense, got their middles going, and Sage Kahaina-Torres ran a beautiful set in that second set.
Very good response for Grand Rapids here at home against the visitors from Omaha. Allison Jensen into the lineup, did a very nice job really sparking things out of the middle for Grand Rapids. Now let's go over to Holly McPeak with a very special guest.
Sage, in that second set, your offense was firing. What adjustments did you make?
We really focused on setting the middles more. I think in the first set we kind of got away from that. But I think that's our main focus right now, is keeping them involved.
How do you keep the pressure on Omaha?
You just got to try your best to stay in system. They're so good from everywhere on the court. We got to play better defense, and I got to do a better job of distributing the ball so that the blockers are moving around a little bit more. But yeah, they're a really good team. So,
all right, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Sage Kaina-Torres, All-American and national champion out of the University of Texas. Opening set, Grand Rapids hits 120. Second set, they hit 312 and get on the scoreboard. We're tied at a set apiece.
Witch's hat from Ember is going home with a Grand Rapids Rise prize. Friends, you guys ready? Van Andel Arena, you guys ready? You guys can get louder than that. I said, are you ready? That's what I like to hear. All right, let's get this going in 3, 2, 1, go! And our racers are off. First lap is halfway done. Down the home stretch for lap number 1, and they are on to lap number 2. Make some noise! And now comes the challenge. Our contestants are going to have to get a volleyball over the nets. Ooh, so close. She is going home with a Grand Rapids Rise prize. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our friends and contestants. Amazing job by both. Thank you so much.
Now we ask, who wants a free t-shirt? Get on your feet and make some noise as the Rise staff is throwing out free t-shirts to the Rise band.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Chase Sapphire. The offensive numbers, Holly McPeak, speak for themselves, but you look at the distribution. You talk to Sage Kaina-Torres, they got to keep it going, but very interesting. The numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, but you have to pass well in order to run the middle and have all those options. But watch the set distribution, 47% to the middle. Those are incredible numbers to get that many attempts out of the middle. And credit that first contact, the passing improved for Grand Rapids, and then just 32% to the left side, where that's usually the bigger number.
Alyssa Jensen started the second set. She goes 3 for 4 with no errors. Ramat Alasan, maybe some more offense, but she's been stuffing some balls for points. Third set on the other side.
Keep that energy up as we head into set 3. Let's make some noise.
Back live once again at Van Andel Arena in downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan. What an interesting start it has been to the 2026 season. You never know what's going to happen night in, night out. It was all Omaha in the opening set, and I do mean all, and then Grand Rapids just methodically improving and improving with their ball control and attack percentage, and we're tied at a set apiece. Kaina Torres will start things off. Easy serve. And Londot effectively off the edge into the antenna and down.
The offense on the right side for Omaha Supernovas has been really good. It allows Sydney Hilly to spread the offense, put pressure on Grand Rapids laterally, trying to close that block.
Anna Banjo has been good. She's been good blocking. She's got a couple of attacking opportunities, and just her, you know, she's a volleyball player, very, very active offensively.
It makes quick reactions off a block touch to come down and play that calmly. That was a nice swing by Londot on that tight set. She just swung for the bleachers and got a piece of the block.
Now 10 of 17 with no errors. Anna Banjo right on cue. Londot, that is her first error so far on the late afternoon here in Grand Rapids. Thanks so much for joining us around the country here on CBS Sports Network. Major League Volleyball coming your way. We'll get the standings in here shortly, and there's just been a lot of interesting things going on. Indy's gotten off to a super start, as has Dallas, although they just suffered their second loss. And a Banjo again. You talked about it, incorporate the middles a lot more.
Sydney Hilly is doing a really solid job finding Anna Banjo on that gap set.
Look at this. Anna Banjo the other night, in 5 sets against San Diego, had 6 attempts. She's already got 7.
Slave told us that's what he wanted to see, that center-middle connection develop so that they could use their middles like they want to offensively.
Sarah Parsons came on to replace Brooke Nuneviller, but the all-star and outstanding outside hitter, actually the outside hitter of the year last year in Major League Volleyball, back on the floor. Let's look at Nuneviller's numbers. 6 of 16 attacking, hitting .250, 4 digs, passing at 40%. Oh boy, I thought that was going to be a tough serve for Cooper. A lot of serves missed into the net. 6th service error right now for Omaha. That was a tough serve. Look at Cooper, really improving as a receiver. Nuneviller. Look at the energy at the defensive end. Between Morgan Hintz and Brooke Nuneviller, it's like having 2 world-class liberos on the floor.
That's why I said earlier, you don't really want to tip versus the Omaha Supernovas. They've got a lot of fast players, but Paige Briggs-Romine of Grand Rapids put that in a perfect location.
Right on target. Hilly with choices. Quickly right side. Good block touch. Briggs-Romine well off the net and down the line. You got to start sealing her line.
Paige Briggs-Romine is a killer down the line, and it doesn't look like she can do it, but she threads the needle with pace, and it surprises that right back defensive player a lot. But you've seen it all afternoon long. You have to make that adjustment.
Briggs-Romine now 8 of 21, but she hits a lot of really good shots that gets her team ahead in the point, even though they might not be kills. Working on Reagan Cooper. We'll try to get you her passing numbers. Mentioned that who's ever doing the passing stats was a bit of a Grinch, but Cooper now at 47% positive. That's way above her season average, which is in the high 20s. Nuneviller throwing it down again.
Right back defensive player Elizabeth Enna charging in a little bit too much. Watch Brooke Nuneviller. She throws it fast down that line, and the defensive player was sneaking up too shallow.
Working on Jensen. Yeah, that off speed's not going to go down. Boy, Emily Landot, what do you take? Nothing, everything, nothing.
Well, it starts with the dig. The left front player, Brooke Nuneviller, coming all the way to the middle of the court to dig that ball. That takes her out of the offense. It's good to go to Landot. You got to find a way to stop her.
Jensen's got to start making better first contact. She's being targeted. That ball went down, and Lucas Labe is incensed that nobody was on that. His team's played good defense, but that one's got to get out. Omaha at 3 and 4. Grand Rapids at 2 and 3. Indy on top with only one loss against their very good start. And got a piece of the block. Oh, definitely a touch. I'm taking a bit of a risk here with the definitely, but I thought that was a really good swing out of the Romanian veteran. 6'3", 6 different clubs and countries, including Turkey, Poland, in Europe, and then also in South Korea. So Kathy George challenged once in the opening set. Remember, it was a replay, simultaneous net violations, and only one challenge. And Grand Rapids is challenging a block touch. And there was a block touch. You see the green bar.
That long middle finger of Brooke Nuneviller.
Yep. So good use of the challenge by third-year head coach Kathy George. I was trying to say that loud enough so she heard me. A lot of people in the building, which is a good thing. Mayfield. Very good transitions. Ramat Al-Hassan, we'll check the stats, but that is her third or fourth stuff block, sealing the cross court.
Ramat Al-Hassan is long and high, and when a team's out of system, that's when she's at her best defensively. Look at her get up and over for the big Grand Rapids rise point.
20 seconds. Ready to have some fun? Let's get this started. Contestants, in 3, 2, 1, go! And they're off. That's one. That's one apiece. There's another. We're still tied. It's 3 to 3. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Franklin Sports, the official ball of MLV.
Tied at 1 set apiece here in Grand Rapids, 8-7 on top are the Rise. And let's take a look at the current standings. Once again, the Indy Ignite on top. Mia Tuininga doing a very good job running that offense. Surprising indeed. Anything there for you, Holly?
I just like the parity across the league. I'm telling you, every match I turn on, it's exciting. And these teams have depth. It's not just their starting lineup. They can go down their bench and use anybody. So any given night, anybody can win.
Continuing to put pressure on Cooper, who's been good in reception. That's been the knock on Reagan Cooper as an outside. Nice kill by Enna off of Landot. But she's handled some very tough serves so far on the day.
Agreed. I think Reagan Cooper's doing a nice job with her platform. That out-of-system play, Enna goes deep corner, and it gets away from the Omaha Supernovas.
Indy had a very nice win most recently against Dallas. That ball missed by Nuneviller out of bounds. That was just yesterday. Indy over Dallas, Orlando. A win at Columbus, 3-2. Been a very interesting week. I'm really enjoying Thursday, Friday, and Saturday watching a lot of matches. Timeout is called by Omaha. it's never just one thing, but certainly the insertion of Alyssa Jensen and the level of play right now for Grand Rapids has really improved.
Grand Rapids has put way more pressure on Omaha, and it's from the service line, and it's helped their block really make some stops and put some pressure on Omaha.
The Nation Stop Volleyball Stars are headed to Orlando as Major League Volleyball will hold their second All-Star match in league history. And you can be there. Tickets are now on sale for this historic contest on Saturday, March 28th, which will be broadcast live on CBS and Paramount Plus. Get your tickets now by visiting provolleyball.com/all-star-2026.
Last year was a blast.
Oh, super fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, more on the MLV expansion. Going to go to Minnesota, Washington, D.C., and Northern California next year. The finals will be held on May 7th and 9th at a site to be determined. Good cover by Nuneviller, but that missed by Cooper. I have an idea, and I want to run it past you. I think the team that wins the regular season title should get to host the championship.
Or at least get the first shot at it.
Yes, fair point. Because of arena availability and all of those other sorts of things. But that would really make it interesting. Nice dig by Ogilvy. I'll tell you, Enna works hard at the defensive end, matching Londot. Out of the right back, playing the opposite position. Al Hassan patrolling that off the edge of the block and out of bounds. What do you think about my idea, the incentive of being able to host the championship weekend if you win the regular season championship?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Well, the CEO, Jen Spiker, is here this evening. I'll run it past her.
Yeah, you should. Talk to the powers that be.
Well, I got to ask the people who are a heck of a lot smarter than me. Let me ask you a question. Has a tip gone down yet against Omaha?
No, but the interesting part of that strategy from Grand Rapids, they're taking Brooke Nuneviller out of the transition offense by making her tip, get on the floor. She was still scrambling to get up.
I would rather have Brooke Nuneviller hit the ball so far this afternoon
than Emily
Londot.
Correct.
I would try to take out Londot.
Good point.
Everybody clap your hands.
You must be a Hall of Famer, Paul.
I just hang out with one. And let you pick all the coffee places and the brunch places, which was an A+ earlier today. Good block by Omaha.
Kiara Reinhardt, whenever she's in the match, she really energizes them defensively in the front row.
Here is Hilly. Tough serve and drifts just long. Much prefer that miss to the one in the net. Ramat Al-Hassan out of the University of Florida. It seems like she was there yesterday. However, she's been a pro since 2018. Reinhardt has got a big arm once again coming off a career high. I know her career is just underway, but 18 of 25 the other night.
Kiara Reinhardt has been fantastic defensively. Look at her drive, open her shoulder, and then the heavy arm cross body to the deep corner. Really impressive for Omaha.
One other point about Ramat Al-Hassan. It's really nice to see her back playing because she missed all of she hadn't played since 2023 because of injury. So really nice to see her back, and she looks like she's fully recovered.
And she looks like she's having a lot of fun after taking 2 years off to get healthy.
Morgan Hentz again. That's a wonderful shot. 4 to 4.5.
That deep corner by Reagan Cooper, really smart. And it gets away from the defense, but tipping on Morgan Hentz, probably not the best idea.
It's a bad idea. There's none gone down. We'll get you her digging numbers. Already has 18 digs. It's 13-12 in the third set. She had 14 through 2. Reagan Cooper, I thought the numbers would have been better. 6 of 23. So Grand Rapids doing a nice job on her. She was very hot. That ball's got to come back if you're Grand Rapids.
Agreed, and I think Allison Mayfield for Grand Rapids can be a little bit more aggressive, tipping too much, and Londa just able to swat that ball back.
Again, Carly Schneider, the All-Star last year, out of this one because of injury. Good block. Reagan Cooper, and Anna Banjo is having a really nice afternoon.
Alyssa Jensen was an offensive spark in that last set for Grand Rapids. This time Reagan Cooper comes in, helps Anna Banjo, 2-on-1, beautiful Omaha stop in the middle.
I like this timeout. Want to point out, we also talked about Carly Snyder, her injury and being unavailable. Alexis Shelton out of Oklahoma, really a good high flyer, could score points, also out with injury. So Grand Rapids pretty thin here at the outside.
Definitely. We saw Alexis Shelton early in the season come in and really spark the Grand Rapids team. She's a dynamic player who can play either pin and score, and to have both of those players out, that's tough for Grand Rapids today.
3-0 run for Omaha. Back and forth we go. If you're just joining us, Omaha absolutely superb in virtually every phase. Won the opening set 25-18 and returned the favor. Grand Rapids hit 150 in the first set, 321 in the second. You talked to Sage Kahana Torres, very respectful of Omaha. She said, look, they're super good. They're not going to go away. And Omaha has not. And thanks to that little mini run on top 14-13, we'll have another technical timeout at 16. There is Reinhardt. Good serve. That's trouble. That all started with a heck of a serve for the Creighton All-American. Four 4-0 run. Another outstanding serve. Back-to-back winners.
Kiel Reinhardt is putting a lot of pace on the ball, but she's also serving the seam between two passers. And this is a new trio for Grand Rapids. Omaha up 16-13 in the third set.
Serve on the broomstick and right along with Alba. Watch Ryan here as he shows you how to do that. There you go.
Major League Volleyball on CBS Sports Network is presented by Chase Sapphire. Downtown Grand Rapids, really enjoy visiting, and not only because the hotel is lovely and right down the street from Van Andel Arena. This city's done a very nice job downtown. You know all, you're the foodie, you know all the places to go.
Charming little small town, I love it.
Yep. I like it a little better in April and May, but
I'm enjoying the snow, Paul.
I agree. -5, not so much. 23 this afternoon, walking over, a little bit better. Oh, technical timeout, kind of came at a bad time for Kiara Reinhardt. Drifts that ball out of bounds.
Mayfield back to serve.
Allison Mayfield stepping into the starting lineup, making her first start so far of the year, had only played 5 sets previously. Londot. And a good hustle at the defensive end. And there, Emily Londot, very impressed. Pretty good coach's choice to go with Londot in the starting lineup.
Definitely. Lucas Slabe said, look, we need offense on that right side, and Emily Londot's numbers are a little bit better, so she's going to get the call today.
14 kills, 22 swings, 1 error, hitting .591. That'll get it done. And it comes right back. Opposites attract.
Kahana Torres doing a fantastic job spreading, getting that ball quick to that right side, allowing Elizabeth Enna a big seam to score deep to that corner.
Addie Bray will come on and serve, the rookie out of Marquette. All-American last year, has 4 aces so far on the season. Oh, and missed that one into the top of the tape. Kathy George not happy about that one. The lead is 18-15. Feels a little bit like the opening set. Offensive numbers for Coach George and the Rise way down. Been a roller coaster. Mid 150s, low 320s, now back into the very low 100s. Perfect pass. Al-Hassan, no. Briggs Romine in a rare time. Reagan Cooper got Morgan Hence's way.
Ogilvy nailed that pass. Perfect pass, allowing Heina Torres to go fast to Briggs Romine. I would have loved to see her go back to the middle, because when the middles are firing for Grand Rapids, good things happen.
Overpass. Oh, point-saving play by Sydney Hilly. Want to get back to how outstanding, and we all know it. We've seen it for years and years. Morgan Hence is. If you're playing middle back, I would stay in my little box.
Stay in your zone.
I would stay in my very small zone, and I would let Morgan Hence take care of everything else. Briggs Romine, that ball out of bounds. Grand Rapids in trouble here, trailing by 3.
Because of the tough serve, Omaha's ahead. Omaha's playing ahead, and Grand Rapids just chasing.
Block touch there, once again, brought up off the floor. NA on the ground, and Morgan Hintz can't track that one down, and I haven't said that very often in my life.
Heina Torres is finding Al-Hassan, even though she's down on her knees, feeding that middle attack.
Morgan Hintz now with 18 digs. That's a bad pass. Grand Rapids does not take advantage. Londot. Huge block from the stand down for Allison Mayfield. Help from Al-Hassan.
Again, a tip that's picked up by Brooke Nuneviller that forces Omaha to go to Londot, and Mayfield was out there ready, hands over the net quickly for that block.
Good reaction by Hilly. Al-Hassan calling for it. Excellent block deflection by Reinhardt. And quality high swing, but just missed the fingertips.
The block deflection, slowing down the offense of the other team and allowing your team to attack back have been so important this season across the league.
Good first contact by Cooper. Oh, that's a tough chance. Reagan Cooper, not known as an elite ball control player, to me looks like she's really, really improved, not only in reception, but also controlling block deflections.
Agreed. That ball was deflected, slowed down, allowing her to control that first contact, and Omaha's been really impressive in transition.
Interesting, they're so left side heavy, but the left sides will do the math. Both Brooke Nuneviller and Reagan Cooper are not hitting for a spectacular percentage. It's Londot who's done it offensively. That ball, that's 2 now balls that have gone down against Grand Rapids. The margins are so thin.
Yeah, and everyone's looking at one another. Somebody needs to want that ball. It's dug over the net by Hence, and Paige Briggs Romine was coming up in the court instead of staying back. But communication is key there.
Morgan Hintz with her 19th dig and first kill. Taking advantage of the overpass. Grand Rapids reeling right now, 23-18. After winning the second set and playing at a much higher, smoother level, 25-20.
Grand Rapids needs a pass.
There's the pass. Nice tap down by top. Perfect reception by Elena Ogilvy from Hawaii. Spectacular All-American career for the Stanford Cardinal.
Grand Rapids needed that, and when you can get Al-Hassan one-on-one, really tough to stop because of her offensive range.
Ogilvy is leading the league in digs per set. You know, it's interesting the way volleyball judges performance, because if you dominate a lot of sets, they go short, and right now what's gone short is Omaha closing out Grand Rapids 25-19. Boy, that got to the finish line much faster than I anticipated.
It did. Omaha put all sorts of pressure on Grand Rapids. Let's see if they can respond like they did in the second set versus Omaha.
They have to.
Our friends are going to see if they can name more firsts. Time will start when you guys begin. You guys ready? We got 20 seconds. Here we go. And that is 20. Excellent job, guys. Fantastic. That was 8. Let's see how many Cam said earlier.
Linda, Elfie, Fiero, Wicked Witch, Madame Marble, the Wizard, the Lion, Bach, who's the girl? Nessa Rose, don't like her. That was low-key that was good. Don't like Nessa.
All right, super close, amazing performance. Because that was so close, you guys are still going home with the Grand Rapids Rise prize. Van Andel Arena, make some noise for our contestants, make some noise for the Rise, and let's get this next set started. Van Andel, bring the energy, let me hear you.
All right, fans, if you purchased a 50-50 ticket, get that ticket out right now as we're going to announce the winning ticket number. Our total pot tonight was $1,060. That means you're going home with $530. The winning number is C292-12299. Again, C292-12299. If you have that winning ticket, take it to guest services in section 104.
Rapids, 2-1, back with Hall of Famer Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. We talk about serve and receive all the time. And let's first look at Omaha, their service location, trying to put pressure on the Rise.
I thought Omaha did a really nice job. They attacked a lot of the center of the court, but mostly seams between the passers on those lines, and they were able to break down Grand Rapids passing in that last set. These are the locations where Sejka Haina-Torres is having to go to set the ball, and you want it in that little round semicircle, but a lot of those balls off the net and to the right, which makes it hard to run your offense if you're Sejka Haina-Torres.
Yeah, she's been on the move. Got her track shoes on about half of the match. Did not in the second set. Second set was very smooth, very comfortable, and she had a chance to run an offense. Underway, fourth set. There's a good first contact and off of Morgan Hens and out of bounds. And Alyssa Jensen got the start. She's hit .358 on the season. Third year in Grand Rapids, played for Kathy George at Michigan State.
And that's exactly how Grand Rapids wants to start this set and establish their middles.
Working on Cooper to good effect, good deep serve. That's the third opportunity that Grand Rapids had let slide. I know it's just the first point of the set, but you can't do that.
Those kinds of opportunities don't come often, so you want to take advantage of them.
There is Reinhardt, coming off her best match of her early professional career. That's a nice play by, oh, I thought there was a touch there.
Paige Briggs-Romine trying to turn it down the line where she had so much success earlier in this match, but misses it long.
No question it was out of bounds, but I thought I saw some rotational change. Hard to call a challenge early when you only get one for the set. And there's another. That's good service pressure. Is that Reinhardt again? Yeah, Kiara Reinhardt set the tone in the previous set from the service line. 5 aces, now 6 so far on the season.
Her head coach told us earlier, look, we need to dial up our service pressure across the league. Everybody needs to serve the ball tougher.
Well, Omaha certainly has in the very early stages. That's off of Londot. Good block that time by Paige Briggs-Romine. To remind, she was honored as Major League Volleyball's Player of the Week.
Paige Briggs-Romine is an undersized left-sider, but she plays so big. Look at her get up and block that ball into Londot's body for the point.
Londot again, slicing cross court.
Looking at the stats, the left-siders, Brooke Nundeville and Reagan Cooper, are not having their best match, but Emily Londot has been incredible. 17 kills on 27 swings, hitting close to 600 for Omaha.
Coming in, she was averaging 2.3 kills, hit 216, so she has been the offensive answer, no doubt about that, for Omaha so far, but a long way to go. Nice dig by Nundeville. Wonderful hustle by Omaha. Off the edge of the block and down. Brooke Nundeville out of the pipe.
Brooke Nundeville loves to grow crossbody on this big set out of the back row, but this time she goes wrist away, gets a piece of Al Hassan, and scores on the left side.
Must-win set situation for Grand Rapids. Al Hassan is blocked by Cooper. Boy, that is a high-flying matchup.
Reagan Cooper very disciplined on that block and gets all of that for Omaha.
Boy, do you take a timeout if you're Grand Rapids? I don't know if you can wait for the media timeout at 8. Maybe decided right now on this point. Briggs-Romine missed it out of bounds. Well, now you're at 7. You might as well wait.
Yeah.
2 timeouts per set per team. Omaha now with 11 scoring blocks. That's a big number still early here in the 4th. Back row combination missed out of bounds. And Allison Mayfield is saying for sure there was a touch. So we'll have a challenge. Challenging block touch.
Grand Rapids is challenging block touch.
What'd you see, Holly?
To be honest with you, I didn't see a touch on the first swing, but Mayfield was pretty certain about it. I'd like to take another look.
I want to ask you, one of the things that's impressed me about Omaha, on the funky plays, they're much better. They seem to win the majority of those points, whereas Grand Rapids just doesn't make lemonade out of lemons.
Correct, and I think a lot of that comes from having good volleyball players on the court, and I love the MLV challenge because you can see the pinky touch there on the block. And I didn't see that the first time.
I did not either. Excellent work. And so Grand Rapids will score the point and retain their singular challenge.
To answer your question and follow up, so it's those broken plays, players stepping in and setting the ball that, you know, aren't setters and making plays.
Cooper resets into attack and able to go. She is long over the top of the block. And we've come to the media timeout. Holly Reagan Cooper is really raised her level. Wasn't in the mix early on in the season, and now she is a very important part to the Supernovas.
Life's more painless for the brainless. Why think too hard when it's so soothing? Dancing to life, no need to tough it. When you can slough it off, 'cause I do nothing matters, nothing
Let's take a look at the play of the game, brought to you by Chase Sapphire.
Morgan Hentz has been exceptional. Look at this block deflection, catches the net way over near the ref stand, and then no tips dropping with Morgan Hentz in the back row, throwing her body, keeping the ball up in the air and in the court. There's a dig and a kill at the same time.
The first spectacular one even fooled our first referee, Michelle Prater. It was an inadvertent whistle. Nobody's getting to that. I'm blowing the whistle.
Morgan Hentz flew out of nowhere and then controlled it with her left arm. It was incredible.
One of the best I've ever seen. Given the angles and the territory she had to cover.
That's saying a lot, Paul.
It's saying a lot. Well, you know, Jordan Larson is the governor and Morgan Hentz is the mayor. Good first touch by Anabanjo. And the brilliant Sydney Hilly, a graduate of the University of Wisconsin in genetics and genomics.
We haven't seen that from Sydney Hilly tonight. She disguised it well, and perfect timing to execute that two-shoot to the middle.
Ball is missed out of bounds.
Kahina Torres going back to Jensen. Their connection's really good. Jensen just missed it wide.
Omaha rolling now after winning the third set 25-19. That's good response. Allison Mayfield into the starting lineup once again for the injured Carly Snyder. And Snyder passes at 57% and takes an 11.5 swings per set. They really miss her.
Fastball to that pin. Mayfield's able to go down that line. And you're right, Grand Rapids very comfortable. Carly Snyder and Paige Briggs-Romine have been passing next to one another with Oakleby for a long time.
Nunaville getting stuffed on the outside. Grand Rapids has had her number. Nunaville 10 kills on 30 swings, but with 5 errors. Grand Rapids would take that every time against last year's most outstanding outside hitter in the league. Londot right on target. Oh, Nunaville can't believe she missed that one out of bounds. So here comes Grand Rapids taking advantage of a couple of mistakes. Lucas Slabe, assistant coach on the Olympic team with Karch Kirai on the men's side. Coached with Karch Kirai in in Tokyo, and won a gold medal there. Then went to North Carolina State for a number of years and put his native land of Slovenia on the map. And they are now continue to be a real factor on the men's side internationally. Oh, wonderful swing. Down the line, and then this one going cross-court off hands for Mayfield.
And Sage Kahina Torres choosing that long string set out to Mayfield, so the block of Omaha has to chase.
Serve pass right now for Grand Rapids. More pressure, and then keep Kahina Torres in system. Again by Londot. Having an afternoon in Grand Rapids.
Londot has gone deep corner. She's gone down that line, but this range and this angle is so impressive inside the defensive player in the right back position. 18
kills on 31 swings. There's the perfect pass we were talking about. That ball was down. Lucas Slabe right next to Morgan Hentz. No, she got that. In golf, we would say that was a little bit fat. She got to it behind the ball.
Yes.
I know that shot. Okay. Chance here. Got to have it. Somebody step in and set a good ball. Briggs-Romine is rejected.
What a block by Emily Londot and Kiara Reinhardt on that right side. Set was a little bit tight, but Paige Briggs-Romine tries to hammer it through the seam, but there's no seam.
Absolutely right, Holly. Briggs-Romine, as you rightly pointed out, an undersized outside hitter. She needs room to attack the top of those hands. And that ball is down. Morgan Hentz isn't on the floor. So
you're allowed to tip.
Will go down.
Hentz is off the floor.
Omaha now with a dozen scoring blocks. They lead it 13-10.
Turner in the serve.
We got the double sub for Grand Rapids. Cameron Turner and Lauren Jardine Clark in the front row. Big block presence on the right side.
Yeah, I thought so. Londot going after Briggs Romine. And Emily Londot again. I don't think she's ever had 20 kills in her Major League Volleyball career, but she's one away. And so efficient and so very versatile in her offense. Londot again feeding the hot hand. That did not clear. A rare mistake.
Down ball opportunity. If you're Grand Rapids, don't hit it at Morgan Hentz. Make somebody else dig the ball on the court.
A lot of respect for Emily Londot. When a lot of players were going into the portal at Ohio State, she stayed all 5 years. I always really respected that. Feels like a must-have. Jardine Clark. Oh, what a block.
Lauren Jardine Clark is one of those players who's physical. She plays high above the net, and that's what Grand Rapids needs to slow down Reagan Cooper on the left side.
14-12. 10th block for Grand Rapids. Tough serve. What a pass to Yossi Anabanjo, and we talked about it, Holly. You pointed it out, how important that was to get the ball to the middle and right side.
Omaha's done a much better job. One, getting their middles involved, and then two, that right side offense that's been lacking at times has been really good today.
Anabanjo is 7 of 12 with no errors. Free ball. Anabanjo again. Ripped down the line, dug by Londot. And off the top of the tape, Al-Hassan, and Grand Rapids will certainly take that one.
Transition offense so much better when you've got your middles available. Al-Hassan caught the tape, but still able to drop on the Omaha side.
I would like to see Lauren Jardine Clark out on the right side in transition, get an opportunity. Point scoring off the left for Grand Rapids has been hard to come by. First things first, tough serve, if you will. Not tough at all for Al-Hassan. And in front of the middle blocker, good read. Anabanjo with the kill against one of her counterparts, Ramat Al-Hassan. Omaha to the second technical timeout, leading 16-13.
All right, fans, it's time to get on your feet and show us your moves. He may be a trickster, but sometimes he likes to get down in the Wizard Dance Can.
Two sets to one. Omaha on the road, also leading 16-13. Trying to close it out with Hall of Famer Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. Grand Rapids, we talked about how they would have to put pressure on from the service line. That last side out, that ball was pretty well lobbed into the court by Al-Hassan.
Yeah, and Omaha's been really good later in this match, attacking from the service line and putting the pressure on Grand Rapids.
So Yossi Anabanjo has been fantastic. Kiara Reinhardt coming off a big-time match has been effective. And Emily Londot has been the headliner offensively. Feels almost like a must side-out rotation for Grand Rapids. Cooper out of the back row, dug by Ogilvie. Fantastic block by Reinhardt, the rookie out of Creighton. along with Brooke Nuneviller.
Kiara Reinhardt impresses me so much because she's so disciplined. Ball coming out of the back row, her one move is over the net. She doesn't get used and abused very much in terms of her hands as a blocker. Brooke Nuneviller there to assist.
Crowd rising up to support Grand Rapids. Rondot was there. A really good read by the Ohio State Buckeye All-American. Much needed side-on score.
Emily Rondot read that and just did not have legs under her to get under the ball. It fell flat.
Rondot, 19 kills, 33 swings, 5 digs, 3 blocks. What a pass. I know Nuneviller crushed it down the line, but what a first contact by Cooper. Yeah, and gets a high five from Lucas Labe.
Everybody clap your hands.
And high flat.
And uses the hands of the block, and it just clears deep over the defense. I like that swing by the veteran.
Can Grand Rapids put together a little bit of a mini run? Cooper has been up to the service pressure. Got to turn a real point right here. That ball set too tight. Hence again. Another setting mistake. Kaina Torres, a couple of what we call trap sets inside. And another. Once again, Omaha handles the chaos better.
Lucas Labe was talking to his team saying, look, settle down. Let's get control of this play so we can attack back, and it pays off at the end.
Grand Rapids had multiple opportunities during the course of that rally to get a quality swing, and they did not. Tough chance. Kaina Torres violated the center line. We might have a challenge on that tight pass that she had to run for. What a read by Nuneviller. Off the block and out of bounds. No challenge because Omaha won the point.
Lots of good block touches for Omaha, slowing down the Grand Rapids attacks, and a few of those sets were way too tight in transition for Grand Rapids.
Going to have a challenge on the Grand Rapids side. That'll be a timeout, not a challenge. Correct that. And the score is 20-15 officially. And Omaha looking to close this out on the road. Big win on Friday night, 21-19 in the 5th versus San Diego. Grand Rapids now at 2-3. Doesn't want to go down a couple in a row. They lost in a very, very close match to last year's champions from Orlando, 3-0, but every set was deuce. It's been a well-played match. I know Grand Rapids would like to have 5 or 6 plays during the course of the entire match when they were ahead and they didn't get a good swing or there was some miscommunication. 3 balls have dropped on their side.
Head coach Luca Slabe told us, he said, look, we know who we are. How can we get better? And I think we're seeing much better production out of the middle attackers and right side. Now they need to coordinate that with the left side, and they could be really good. It's a long season. You want to continue to get better as a team.
Yeah, after this match on the 6th, Grand Rapids is at Indy and then at Dallas before hosting San Diego and Atlanta. Yep, long way to go. Playing the top 2 teams in the league. And And that ball is down. Nicely done by Briggs Romine, the reigning player of the week.
Has inches to attack a seam in the block or outside that walk down the line. She finds a way to put it down.
Interesting week. 3 matches on the road. Today in Grand Rapids, then at Dallas on the 5th, at Orlando on the 8th. That's the stretch coming up for Omaha. Londot again. That's a better set in trans. Give Briggs Romine some room to swing. OTT. Over the top. There's no defense for that.
Reagan Cooper changes the way she gets on top of that ball, cuts it off, slices, but that one, you are completely right. Over the top. Watch Reagan Cooper elevate and just go high. And that's not easy to do. That's all Hassan on the other side of the net.
Nice play by Hassan. There is time, but can Grand Rapids put together a 2 or 3 or 4-point run? 8 kills now for Al Hassan.
I love that ball.
9.
I love that ball to Ramat Al Hassan in the middle. Look at her.
Oh.
That time, good hand on top of the ball, tough to stop.
Perfect pass. Good slowdown by Grand Rapids. Reagan Cooper again.
Reagan Cooper's moving that ball around. Sometimes she'll cut it off and go inside the block. She'll attack the seam, down the line. That time, high flat.
Cooper now in double figures with 10 kills, 4 blocks, and 7 digs. Morgan Hentz has 22 digs. Good block touch. Oh, fantastic dig by Ogilvy. And sprayed out of bounds. Omaha's defense is making Grand Rapids play a lot longer in individual points than they want to. What a run.
And the diving dig by Morgan Hentz, just full Superwoman or Wonder Woman, whatever you want to call it.
Both.
It was impressive.
Emily Londot has been the offensive star. Pretty good balance otherwise. On a night when Brooke Nuneviller wasn't really at her best, at least offensively. She gives you 1,000%, but only 11 of 33, hitting 152. Cooper again. Oh, beautiful dig. Smart shot. Number 9 in blue, Kaina Torres. Oh, a good crowd on hand. They have supported the rise well.
Volleyball's a team sports. That's why you need to use everybody and not be one-dimensional. Look at this dig, tight to the net. Sage Kaina Torres is in the front row, and that allows her to be aggressive and throw it down for Grand Rapids.
Omaha taking no chances whatsoever. Timeout at 23-19. The nation's top volleyball stars are headed to Orlando as Major League Volleyball will hold the second All-Star match in league history, and you can be there as well. Tickets are now on sale for this historic contest on Saturday, March 28th, which will be broadcast live on CBS and Paramount Plus. Get your tickets now by visiting provolleyball.com, All-Star-2026. Indy did a fantastic job last year.
And the players had a blast.
Oh, yeah.
Playing with players they'd never played.
It was super fun.
Yeah, what a fun event.
Championship coming up on May 7th and 9th. A site TBD. I'm lobbying for it to be at the home of the regular season champion as an incentive all season long. Excellent play by Grand Rapids.
And it started with that block touch, that deflection, slowing down the Omaha offense, and then they're able to attack back out of the middle. Al Hassan gets one, and Grand Rapids Rise have a little momentum.
Good serve down the line, pretty well handled by Cooper, and blocked. It's 23-21. Can they put together a 2-point run? Yes. A 3-point run? Yes. And now a 4-point run. Second timeout taken by Omaha.
Al Hassan Alasan and Kahayana Torres with the wall for Grand Rapids Rise. Timely one too. Momentum wearing the Grand Rapids Rise jersey right now.
One of the few attack errors for Reagan Cooper. You can see that ball was very low to the tape, and she hasn't done that all afternoon and early evening on. Next week, next Friday, we'll have Columbus at San Diego. Join us on CBS Sports Network, and you can watch all the matches from Major League Volleyball on their YouTube channel throughout the course of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there are a lot of fun viewing. And then, of course, there's the Super Bowl on Sunday, but I'm just saying, there's that. Coming to Cooper, well off the net. Dug by Ogilvy on target. Off the edge of the block and down, and they called a net violation against Allison Mayfield. Wow. Again, the ball set too tight, in my opinion. What do you think?
I agree. I think when it's that tight, Mayfield's fighting for her life to try and work through that block. She doesn't have space to swing around.
That gives a match point instead of being a 2-point advantage. Match point, Allison says not yet. But what a unfortunate break for Mayfield and
Grand Rapids needed to get those kills out of the middle, and another perfect pass allows Al-Hassan to go crossbody high for the kill.
Al-Hassan, match point again. Nunaviller. Off the block and out of bounds to close the deal on the road. A very hard-fought, well-played match, but Omaha in several phases, save for a really good performance by Grand Rapids in the second set, was just that much better.
Don't forget, fans can head over.
And Emily Londot was a star at the offensive end. Would it be Merritt Beeson or Emily Londot? And the right button was pushed. Omaha closes it out 3-1.
We hope to see you back here next Thursday, February 12th, as the Rise take on the San Diego Mojo. Thank you and have a great night.
Back in Grand Rapids, Omaha goes out on the road. Hard-fought 4-set win. They improved their record, speaking of fours, to 4-4 on the early season as we move into February. Grand Rapids, tough road stretch coming. They're at 2-3, make it 2-4 so far on the year. Let's go to Holly McPeak with the offensive star of the match for sure.
Emily, you had a career match when your team needed 20 kills tonight. What was the difference for you?
Yeah, I think we were just digging a lot of balls, and Sid was putting up some good sets, so I think I was just swinging away and having fun out there.
You have depth on your team. What does that mean this year to have that depth and be able to rely on more players?
Yeah, being able to bring anyone off the bench and knowing they can come in and make an impact is really important. And just having so many good eyes on the bench to tell us what's open, what we need to fix, and that kind of stuff is really awesome.
How good can this Omaha Supernovas team be?
We can be pretty darn good.
Love it. Congratulations. Nice match.
Thank you.
Well, Emily Londot, to quote her, was pretty darn good tonight. A new career high in terms of kills, very efficient, used the entire court, moved the ball around, and was a tremendous compliment to Brooke Nunaviller and Reagan Cooper, just like my partner Holly McPeak said they had to be. You got to get more production off the right side, and Emily Londot was certainly the source of that tonight. Once again, 3-1. Omaha wins it 25-18. Grand Rapids won the second set, and then 25-19, 25-22. For Holly McPeak and our entire crew, I'm Paul Sunderland. This has been a presentation of the CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.